All right. So Rifa, it's good to see you. If you have good connection, turn on your camera. If not, it's fine. I understand. So good to see you again, Rifa, one more time. Last time, as you know, we were talking about word problems, right, involving quadratic equations. So we did a few examples. Now we will continue solving more problems. So that is the last section of this chapter. And after that, we solved some questions from chapter review. Okay, that's it about this problem. All right. So I think we stop here. Ayan, are you there?
Yes, Miss.
Good. So, Rifa, as you practice more and more problems, it really improves your understanding skill, problem solving skill. And after that, after practicing a few questions, when you look at the problem, immediately you understand what actually the examiner, whoever it is, okay, expecting from you. So here in this question again, it says find two consecutive.
Can you please
Find
remind me what was consecutive, please? Can you remind me?
the consecutive one followed by another one. Okay. For example, if you just write uh, natural numbers, right? 4, 5. If you are talking about two natural numbers, if the first one is 1, the next number should be 2. If you're talking about 3 consecutive natural numbers, if the smallest one is 3, what number comes after 3? 4. What number comes after 4? It is 5. So this 3, 4, 5, they are followed by another, right? So that's why these numbers are consecutive natural numbers. Here we are talking about find two consecutive positive odd numbers again, such that the sum of their squares is 74. If the first number is n, second number should be n plus 2. Because between, if you take just any two odd numbers, the difference is 2, right? So it says that the sum of their squares, so that is n squared plus n plus 2 squared. So that's equal to 74. That's it, very easy. As you see here, understanding the problem is the most important step. And once you understand that, the rest is quite easy. So now we have to expand this and bring this into our standard form, right? And solve it. So here we have n squared. If you expand the second one, we have n squared plus 2 times n times 2, that is 4n, and 2 squared, that is 4. And also at the same time, take this 74 to the left-hand side. Here we have minus 74. That's equal to 0. N squared plus n squared. First, we have to simplify this. 2n squared. And here we have 4n. 4 minus 74. That's equal to negative 7. So here we have minus 7. On the right-hand side, we have 0. And all numbers in the equation, they are even numbers. We can simplify this further, right? Dividing both sides by 2. Here we have n squared plus 2n minus 35 is equal to 0. Now, if I, as you see here, the coefficient of n squared is equal to 1. So how do you solve this? By factorization. Can you tell me two numbers whose product is negative 35 and their sum is 2? Now, you should be really fast at this.
5 and negative 7.
5 and negative 7 or 7 and negative 5?
Yeah. 7 and negative 5, yes.
Okay. So here, that's here we have 7, negative 5, because here 2 is positive, right? That's why here we have 7 plus negative 5. So let me continue from here. So we can factorize it as n minus 5 and n plus 7. On the right-hand side, we have a 0. So here we have n equals 5 or n equals negative 7. In the question, again, it says that positive, right? It says positive, and that's why the answer, the n should be equal to 5. So this answer is rejected. So it says find two consecutive numbers. So if n equals 5, the smaller one will be 5. The bigger one is 5 plus 2. We are talking about these two numbers, 5 and 7.
But why it can't be 3?
3?
Yes, instead of 7. It's also consecutive to 5.
Because if you look at these numbers, actually we choose the smallest one as n, and the next number is n plus 2, right?
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Okay. At the beginning, if you just choose like this, for example, let's say the big one is n. The smaller one should be then at the time n minus 2 n. At the time, if you solve your equation, your n will be 9. So it is 9 and the 9 minus 2, it is 7.
Okay, I understood.
Good. All right. Ayan. Ayan. Ayan.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
Ayan, can you write your surname in the chat box, please?
Okay, Miss.
Good evening, Mr. Kassam.
Good evening, Miss Ayan. Ayan, are you typing your surname?
Me or?
No. That's the first Ayan. Ayan, if possible, in your profile, can you write your surname? Because sometimes we have two Ayans, that's why. Okay, Ayan Nagizade, you are here. Ayan is here. Who is missing today, Murat?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ayan, we have just started. That's our first question, okay? And as you remember, last time we were solving word problems involving quadratic equations. And here all quadratic equations are or can be solved by factorization. Okay, Ayan, still waiting for you. Write your surname, Ayan, I think. Okay, another question. Again, find two consecutive positive even numbers such that the sum of their squares is 164. And Rifa, you may wonder that why we are solving similar questions again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Why?
No, I'm not wondering. It's just practice.
No. I mean, usually, why do we do that? For example, I don't know if you have any little brother or sister who is like 2 or 3 years old, right? Usually, they just, if they're practicing something, let's say they want to know the smartphone, okay, or laptop. For example, I have a daughter now; she's 4 years old. Like usually, she asks a lot the same question: "What is it?" It's a dragon. And after a few seconds, she comes again, "Daddy, what is it?" I say it's a dragon. And she comes again, the same question, "What is it?" A dragon. Actually, she knows it's a dragon, but she's practicing, she wants to talk. And also, if you're doing some kind of sport like basketball, right, you need to make the same shot again and again and again so that your muscle get used to it, right? And also in tennis, the same thing. That's why in math, some problems on purpose, they are put in the same place and a little bit different, okay? So that's why we have to practice and practice. That gives you a lot of self-confidence. Then you say that, oh, Mr. Qasim, don't ask me such easy questions. I want more difficult questions after a certain time, okay? That's why we are solving these similar questions. So find two consecutive positive even numbers such that the sum of their squares is 164. So if we are talking about 2, 4, 6, 8, if the smaller of these numbers is n, not n, but here let me use m. So here the first one is m. The next one should be m plus 2 because this m plus 2 is followed by m, right? After m, we have m plus 2. And the sum of their squares. So here we have m squared plus m plus 2 squared. That is equal to 164, right? So that is our equation. Now we have just converted the word problem into algebraic equation. Now we have to solve this to answer the question. So we have to expand and simplify this. Here we have m squared, 2 times m times 2, that's equal to 4m, and here we have 4. And on the right hand side, 164. Now we should just take this immediately to the left hand side. So here we have minus 164 is equal to 0. We know how to simplify algebraic expression, right? M squared plus M squared, that is 2M squared, and plus 4M, and 4 minus 164, that's equal to minus 160. On the right hand side, we have 0. Now all numbers are divisible by 2. We can simplify this further. Divide both sides of the equation by 2. So here we have M squared plus 2M minus 80 is equal to 0. Aya Nagizada, again here the coefficient of M squared is 1. So just can you tell me two numbers whose product is negative 80 and sum of these numbers is 2, positive 2. What are those numbers?
Is it negative 8 and 10?
That's correct, right? It's 10 times negative 8, that's equal to 80. And 10 plus negative 8, that's equal to 2. So I can factorize it as m minus 8, and here we have m plus 10. That's equal to 0. Now from here, m equals 8 or m equals negative 10. But in the question, it says that positive. We are talking about positive. So the second answer is rejected. Okay. But guys, here, be careful. If they don't use here positive, at the time, I have to write both answers. At the time, we will have two possible answers. But here we are looking for only positive. That's why we are rejecting the second answer here. So the value of n should be m. So here, m equals n. But here in the question, it says that two consecutive positive even numbers, right? So our answer will be the first number is 8. The second number is m plus 2. The second number is 10. If you check this, 8 squared, 64, 10 squared, 100, and their sum is 164. Okay. Another question, 6. The difference between two numbers is 9, and the product of the numbers is 162. Find the numbers. This question is for you, Rifah and Ayan. I will give you 3 minutes, okay? Do it quickly and just tell me the answer. And after that, after 3 minutes, we will discuss together, okay? Can you solve it on a piece of paper if you have it on your table? Exactly, you have 3 minutes, okay? Time starts now. Rifa, is it coming from you?
But no, it's just calculator.
Oh, calculator.
I'm just checking that did I do it correct.
But you should not use a calculator for these questions. The numbers are so
I
easy.
know, I'm checking. Did I do it correct?
Yeah, check your check with that calculator.
Yes. To be sure.
How big is your calculator?
What do you? No, it's in computer.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I did, I think.
Okay, time is up. Yes, Rifa, what is the answer?
76.5 and 75 or 85.5.
Aya Nagzada, how about you?
I have 9 and 18.
Yeah, 9 and 18, that is, I think, looks better answer, because here we are talking about quadratic equations which can be factorized, right? So that means that we should expect some whole numbers. Anyway, it says that the difference between two numbers is 9. What does it mean? If you are talking about the two numbers, let's say this is the first number and that is the second number, right? Let's say the first number is x. And what's the second number?
X plus 9.
Very good. That is x plus 9, right? The difference between these two numbers is 9. So, and the product of the numbers is 162. That is x times x plus 9. That's equal to 162. And x squared plus 9x minus 162 is equal to 0. So now can we find two numbers whose product is 162 and their sum is 9? So 162, right, it is a negative number. So the bigger number should be positive, smaller number should be negative. So here 162 prime factorization, divide by 2, 81, divide by 3, 27, divide by 3, it is 9, divided by 3, it is 3, divided 3 by 1, right? So the combination of two numbers, right? The difference should be 9. What is the possible answer here? Maybe 2 times 3, it is 6. Okay. And the 3 times 3 times 3, no, it doesn't work. And how about, so the sum should be 9. It's
Mr.
27. Huh?
Can't you do 18 and negative 9?
Very good. So that is 2 times 3 times 3, that is 18. 3 times 3, it is 9, right? So that is, it is 18 and 9. So we can write it as 18 times negative 9. And this one is 18 plus negative 9. So if we factorize, we can factorize that x minus 9. And here we have x plus 18. That's equal to 0. So here x equals 9 or x equals negative 18. But here, guys, now the difference between two numbers is 9 and the product of the numbers is 160. To find the two numbers, as you see here, they don't say actually in the question it is positive or negative. And that's why you have to take both answers as possible answers. So number 1. So if x equals 9, right? So those numbers will be, the first number is 9, second number is 18. If x equals negative 18, at the time, the first number will be negative 18, and second number will be negative 18 plus 9, that's equal to negative 9.
Hello,
So
Mister. I'm really sorry for being late. I was on my way home, so it was more than expected time. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, apologies accepted. No problem.
Thank you, Mister. Okay, I will just sit here. Can you just send me the recording later on WhatsApp?
Mr. Murat, as you know, I'm recording every video and I just keep them in YouTube channel, and I have already shared the link, right? If you just click the link, you can find all the videos there.
Okay, thank you.
Good. So,
Listen.
Ayan, Rifa, here we have two possible answers. The first one is 918, or it is minus 18 and minus 9. So we have two possible answers. These are all possible answers. Okay. Ayan, did you get all the answers, or you just choose only positive ones?
No, I just choose positive ones.
How about negative ones? Why did you reject? Because here in the question, it didn't say about anything about the sign of the numbers, right? That's why if nothing is mentioned, so you have to take all the possible answers. Okay. Guys, we will continue. A rectangular field, as you see here, 70 meters long and 50 meters wide, has a path of uniform width around it. Okay. If the area of the path is 896 square meters, find the width of the path. Guys, also Rifa, Ayan, also Murad, I want you to try this question. Okay. Try this, and after that we will discuss together. I give you 5 minutes. Do it in the paper, Rifa. Okay. And I will see if it is your answer is correct. I want to see your solution. If it is wrong, then no need to see your solution. Okay.
Can I just listen this time and answer the next time, because I'm not like I don't understand what's going on. Just I will look at the answers and like answer the next question.
Murat, we actually already did last time. We started this. We were solving word problems involving quadratic equation. We just continued that class. Okay, there's nothing new here.
Oh, okay, I'll try. Wait.
Now there's a problem, Murat, and there's also picture. And just you have to try form your equation and try to solve it. You have 5 minutes.
Okay.
Can you bring some water for me? Yeah. Oh, there's a big bottle on the table. Can you bring it for me? The kitchen table.
I think I'm done.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. Tell me your answer. What is it?
No, I'll just recheck and like I said I think I'm done.
What do you mean you think?
No, I mean I'm done, but I want to recheck if I did not do any mistakes like in the solving part.
Okay.
Oh, I have a mistake.
1 minute left.
Mister, I need help.
Also, I need help, Murat.
What do you mean?
I need your help to solve this problem.
No, I need your help to solve this problem.
Okay, no worries. I'm here to help you, okay? Just wait for Rifa and Ayan. Okay, after that we will discuss. Ayan, did you get any answer? Ayan Nagizada. Did you form your equation?
No.
Rifa, how about you?
No idea.
Okay, that's a bit challenging question, like SASMO type question. Anyway, I mean, as you see here, first we should understand the question. Suppose that's this area is our swimming pool, right? Usually around the swimming pool, everywhere they make a kind of small path, right? Uniform width, so people can walk around it. Okay. So do we know the width of the path? We don't know. In the question, it says that it is uniform. Everywhere is the same. And suppose that path is X meters. Okay. That means that from here till here, that is X. From here till here, it is X, right? From here to here, that is X. And also from here to here, it is X. Number one, Rifa, for you, then what is the length of this part? What is this length?
Like 17 minus 2x.
Very good. That is 70 minus 2x. How about the width?
It's 50 minus 2x.
Very good. That's it. Now it says that if the area of the path, right, the shaded region, it is 896. So now the area that's equal to 896, I'll write it a bit later. What is that area? From the big rectangle, right, I should actually subtract the area of this small rectangle inside this, that not unshaded region. So what is the area of the big rectangle? It is 70 times 50 minus what is the area of the smaller one? Let's say it's a swimming pool, right? As I said here, the length is 70 minus 2x. And how about its width? Its width is 50 minus 2x. Actually, if it's from big rectangle, if you just remove the internal part, right? So that gives us the area of the path or the shaded region, which is equal to 896. So we have to solve this problem. Before I continue this, I want to simplify a little bit so that it will get quite easy. So what is 70? I can write 70 as 2 times 35. How about 50? I can write it as 2 times 25. Minus, and here we have 70 and 2x, right? What is the common factor? Common factor is 2. So here we have 35 minus x times, how about 50 minus 2x? 2 is a common factor. I can write here 2, and here we have 25 minus x. How about 896? I can write it as 4 times 2 to 4. Now, as you see here, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 2, it is 4, and here we have 4. 4 is a common factor, right? Let me divide both sides by 4. So what we have here? Here we have 35 times 25 minus 2 is gone. Here we have 35 minus x and 25 minus x on the right hand side, 2 to 4. So now we have to simplify this. On purpose, I'm not multiplying this 35 by 25 because as you see here, inside the parentheses, we have 35 times 25, right? They will cancel out each other. If you multiply and cancel, we will waste some time. So let me just write here 35 times 25 minus, now if I just expand these two things, what we have here, 35 times 25, right? And 35 times minus x minus 35x, and minus x times 25 minus 25x minus x times minus x, That is plus x squared. On the right hand side, still I have 2, 2, 4. Now, if you remove the brackets, what do we have here? If you remove the brackets, this 35 times 25, 35 times 25, they are gone. And minus, actually, this minus 35 minus 25, that is minus 60. With this minus, here we have plus, actually, I don't have to write this, 6 plus. So here we have 60x minus x squared. On the right hand side, we have 2, 2, 4. Now, if you take everything to the right hand side, here we have x squared minus 60x plus 2, 2, 4. That's equal to 0. Now we got a quadratic equation. Now I'll try to solve this by factorization. The coefficient of x squared is 1. So I'll try to find two numbers whose product is 2 to 4 and their sum is negative 60. What are those numbers? Those numbers are negative 4 and negative 56. And as you see here, negative 4 plus negative 6, 56, that's equal to 60. So I can factorize it as x minus 4 and the x minus 56. That's equal to 0. So the answer is x equals 4 or x equals 56. Aya Nagiza, this question is for you. Which one is the answer? 4 or 56 or both?
4.
Can I answer, please?
What did you say?
Can I answer, please, Murad?
Yes, Murad. Which one is the answer?
I think both.
You think both? You think, is it possible, for example, if x equals 56, if you substitute here, what will happen here? 50 minus 2 times 56, this will be very huge. It will be negative number, right?
Yeah.
So this 56 is not possible answer. This is rejected.
Oh, yes, yes. Then it's 4, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
why,
understood.
because 50,
This was very
50
weird
minus
question.
2 times 56, because the width of the rectangle is 50 meters, right? The width of the path, it cannot be more than 50. So that's why it is rejected. So the dot, 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 the width of the path is, what is it? 4 meters.
There's
This
Okay.
was
I didn't understand this question. In the middle of your explanation, my sister called me and I missed half of it.
by
Okay.
explaining this again. All it was very long.
Should I explain again?
Maybe there is another question like this, similar. So we do another part, another one. No, there
Okay.
is not.
Ayan,
Okay,
let's
let's
do
just
like this. Ayan asks that, as you know, we are just recording this. That part you try to watch again. I will solve you one similar question a bit later, okay? Let's solve some more questions. After that, you get more and more ideas. But here, the simple idea is to find the area of the shaded region, right? We should find the area of the big rectangle, and minus, we should find the area of the small one, that is unshaded one, right? That gives us the difference. That is 70 times 50, the area of the big rectangle. And 70 minus 2x, it's the length of the small one. That's a swimming pool, right? That is unshaded region. And we are talking about this 70 minus 2x. And how about it is width? Width is 50 minus 2x. Here we have 50 minus 2x. And it's in the question, it says that the area of the path is 896 square meters. So that actually, the difference gives us the area of the path, right? And that is enough for understanding the problem. And after this step, the rest is just algebra. Ayam, what you have to do here is you have to expand this, okay? And take 896 to the left-hand side and simplify, solve it. There's nothing else here. And the most important thing here is understanding the first question. How did we form this equation? Did you understand or not? That's the most important step. Okay. Next question. Murat, we miss your voice. Can you read question 8?
Of course. The base and height of a triangle are x plus 3 centimeters and 2x minus 5 centimeters respectively. If the area of the triangle is 20 centimeters squared, find x. Oh my god, that's hard.
How do you find the area of a triangle, Murat?
We wait, I remember. We wait, okay.
May I?
Yes.
It's base times height divided by 2.
Very
Yeah.
good. It is 1/2 times base times height. In the question, the base and height of the triangle are given, right? So here the base is given, that is x plus 3, and also height is given, that is 2x minus 3. And also area is given, area is 20 centimeters squared. Now using this information, if you just substitute into the area, what is A? A is 20. On the right hand side, we have 1/2 times base. What is base? X plus 3 times, how about the height? Height is 2x minus 3. So that's what we got here. We have a quadratic equation. Now using this, we should solve the equation. First, let me multiply both sides by 2. 2 times 20, here I have 40. 2 times half, that is just 1, right? Now I had to expand this. X times 2x, that is 2x squared. X times minus 3, that is minus 3x. 3 times 2x plus 6x. 3 times negative 3, that is negative 9. And also take 40 to the right hand side. Here we have 2x squared minus 3x plus 6x, that's equal to plus 3x. If you take 40 to the right hand side, it becomes negative 9 minus 40, that's equal to minus 49, which is equal to 0. Now here in this question, actually in this chapter, all quadratic equations can be solved by factorization. So here 2x is just a prime number. The only way to factor this, it is 2x times x. And also 49, it is either 1 times 49 or 7 times 7. If it is 1 times 49, the difference will be so big, right? So I should try 7 and 7. So here 7 and 7. But now I will decide a bit later where to put minus. So 2x times 7 is 14. X times 7, it is 7. So their difference is what?
But it's not solving. It's wrong, I think.
It is 14 and 7. What's
I
wrong?
wanted to say to you, but you started to solve, and I was like, okay, maybe I'm making a mistake.
Okay. So where is the mistake, Rifa? Can you see the mistake?
Mr. Capson.
Aya Nagzad, can you find the mistake? Where is the mistake? We made one symbol.
I'm not sure if there is a mistake, but I'm confused because when you multiply both sides by 2, shouldn't you multiply the brackets as well?
No.
You can put 2
Oh,
in.
If you multiply like this, here we have 2 times 1/2 times x plus
I found
3,
our mistake.
right?
I
Okay.
think.
Let me just move back, guys. Here, one mistake is, here we
You
have
didn't
2x,
multiply by
2x
one-
minus
one-
5, right? But I wrote here it is 2x minus 3. Should be 2x minus 5.
Sorry, Wi-Fi died.
Okay. So here we have x plus 3, and here we have 2x minus 5. And that's why actually we cannot factorize this. If you multiply both sides by 2, it is 40. And here 1/2. Because Ayan, here when you are multiplying this, a times b times c, that means that either you should multiply a by b or a by c, right? Because this a times b times c is the same thing as b times a times c, or is the same thing as c times a times b. We can just interchange their places, right? 2 times 3, 3 times 2. So now if I expand this now, x times 2x, 2x squared, x times negative 5. So here we have negative 5x. 3 times 2x, that is 6x, and 3 times negative 5. So here we have negative 15. Now if you simplify this, to x squared minus 5x plus 6x, that's equal to plus x, and minus 15. Take 40 to the right hand side, minus 15 minus 40. So here we have, what is it? Minus 55. So now the only way to actually factorize this 55 is 1 times 55 or 5 times 11, right? So here we can write it as 5 is 11. Okay, that works. Here we have 5 times 11. So that's plus x. So I should put plus here. So this is minus. So as I see here, 2x times minus 5, it is minus 10x. X times 11 is 11x. The sum is x. So we can factorize it as 2x plus 11 times x minus 5 is equal to 0. Now from the first one, 2x plus 11 equals 0 when if x equals minus 11 over 2. Or the second one is x equals 5. What? My internet connection is unstable? Really? Unbelievable. So here we know that here if x equals minus 11 over 2, that x plus 3 becomes minus, right? So we do not use negative numbers to measure the length. That's why this answer is rejected. So now our final answer, dot, dot. The question is find x. So the value of x is 5. Okay, Aya Nagizade, is it clear now?
Yes, but I still don't understand why we can't multiply the brackets too. Because usually in other equations, when we were doing it at school, we were multiplying all the numbers.
Aya, let me ask you this question. Okay, let me open window here, a small window. Okay, here 2 times 1 over 2 times 3 times 5. What is it? I am multiplying everything by 2. Okay, multiplies by 2. What is the result?
60?
It is 15.
Oh, okay. I understood why.
Because Ayan, you get confused like this. If we have something like this, a times x plus y, then we distribute a over x and y. So that's equal to ax plus ay. But if we have something like this, a times here we have xy, it's just equal to axy. Okay? We don't multiply by each term. If it is added at the time, we multiply each term by a.
To be honest, I did not understand one part.
One part. If it is one part, it's not a big problem. Which part you didn't understand?
Do you see the x like 2x minus 5?
What? Say again?
Like, do you see in the middle of the page a big X cross multiplication? Like, what is that? I didn't understand it really. You see that?
Well, we practice a lot of questions to do this one, right? If
Yeah,
we
I
have
know,
an
but
ordered
like,
expression, how do we factorize it? And the coefficient of x squared is 2. Actually, I can factorize it as 2x times x. Also, this constant negative 55. I should factor this in such a way that when we cross multiply, the sum should give us this middle term, right? Then we can factorize it like this.
okay.
Murat, because you have to practice questions, because I already gave you homework, but you didn't practice. I mean, maybe you may be very busy, you may have a lot of work, but at least 30% of the question, do one, skip two, do one, skip two. Otherwise, if you just come and listen to me, you cannot learn much. You have to practice questions. You need experience to learn.
Okay, mister.
Let's continue. The difference between two numbers is 3. Now, I think this kind of questions must be piece of cake for you. So that means that if the first number is y, the second number should be a y plus 3. Okay. If the square of the smaller number is equal to 4 times the larger number. So which one is the larger? Here, y plus 3 is the larger, right? It says the square of the smaller one. So square of the smaller one is equal to 4 times the larger number. That is y plus 3. Find the numbers. That's our equation. So now if you remove the brackets, take everything to the left-hand side, we have here y squared minus 4y minus 12 is equal to 0. Now the coefficient of y squared is 0. Now, Murad, can you tell me two numbers whose product is negative 12 and their sum is negative 4? What are those numbers? You have 5 seconds.
Negative 12 and negative 4.
Yes.
Okay. 2.
Two numbers,
2.
two numbers whose product is negative 12, their sum is negative 4. What are those two numbers?
Wait a second. Negative of 4? No, 6. Negative 6 and 2. Okay. And negative 6 plus. Yes.
Yeah, negative 6 and 2, right? Negative 6 times 2, negative 12. Negative 6 plus 2, that is negative 4. It works, so we can factorize it as y minus 6. And here we have y plus 2. That's equal to 0. Now from here, we know that y should be equal to 6 or y should be equal to negative 2, right? And it doesn't say anything. Is it positive or negative, right? So we have two possible answers. The first possible answer is if y equals 6 dot dot dot, if y equals 6, 6 plus 3, that's equal to 9. Or the second answer is if y equals negative 2, negative 2 plus 3 is equal to 1. So we have two possible answers. That's the first possible answer. That is the second possible answer.
Okay, I feel like I need to practice this more.
Yeah, you are right. I absolutely agree with you. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of questions. And let's so two more questions, guys, and I will finish today's class. Wait, 1 second.
Okay, just 1 second.
I'm back. I turned on the fan, but now I feel a little bit cold. I turn off the fan. As you know, here it is always hot. Without AC, without fan, it's too hot. That's why our fan is always on. Anyway, guys, let's continue. The length of a rectangle is 5 centimeters longer than its width. Okay, immediately we need to draw our beautiful rectangle. And it says that, let's say it is width, it is W, and length is 5 centimeters longer. So length should be W plus 5. And it says that its area is 66. Also, area is given. What is area? Width times length, that is W plus 5, that's equal to 66. Find the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, to find the perimeter, we need to know the value of W. So now we already got the equation here. If you expand this here, we get W squared plus 5W, and take the 66 to the left-hand side, minus 66 is equal to 0. Aya Nagizade, your turn. Can you tell me two numbers whose product is negative 66 and their sum is 5? What are those numbers?
Can I say?
Yes.
I feel like everybody needs to practice that.
No. 11 and negative 5.
Is it?
11 and negative 6, I mean.
That's right, 11 and negative 6. So here we have 11 plus negative 6. So we can just actually factorize as W minus 6 and the W plus 11, that's equal to 0. From the first actually factor, W is equal to 6. Or from the second one, W should be negative 11, because negative 11 plus 11 equals 0. And we are talking about the length of a rectangle, right? We do not use negative numbers to measure the length of any line segment. So this answer is rejected. So here W equals 6. Okay. So now if W equals 6, let's say that's our first step. And in our second step, now we should find the perimeter. So if W equals 6, right? And what is the length of the rectangle? It is 6 plus 5, which is equal to 11. Then the perimeter of this rectangle is 2 times length plus width, which is equal to 2 times, what is the length? 11. Width, it is 6. So 11 plus 6 is 17. 2 times 17 is 34 cm. Dot, dot, dot. The perimeter of the given rectangle is 34 centimeters. Murat, did you understand it?
Yes. Wait. Okay, I will screenshot and practice it. Yes.
Very good. Okay, Ayan, Rifa, Ayan, Murat, Sayyidzadeh. I will ask you one question. You have 1 minute to answer the question. Okay?
Okay.
It is not
Okay,
about
mister.
this, it's about algebra. Actually, since we are talking about algebra here, suppose that we are given two numbers, and here we have x plus 9 squared plus square root of 2 times y minus 16 is equal to 0. Okay, that's given. What is x plus y? Just tell me the answer. I do not expect any explanation. Just do it. Tell me the answer. You have 2 minutes. Okay, time starts now. That is actually question from SASMO. It is actually asking maybe in 2014 or 15. Okay. It's a tricky, easy question, but it's a bit tricky question. Solve this easy question. Read this question.
1 minute, teacher.
37 seconds left.
Okay. Actually, I'm near, but it's quite hard.
It's not that easy how it looks like.
Yes, it's not easy.
It is very easy.
You think so, mister?
I don't think so, but I know so.
Thanks.
Ayan Nagizade, any idea? Rifa, how about you?
Nothing.
Yeah,
And how about
nothing.
Ayan number 2? Are you there, Ayan? Ayan Qasimzade, I think.
Mister, she's never there. Why are you asking that?
Yeah, I just wanted because her name is there. Do
You
you
know,
know her?
actually,
What? Do you know her?
yes,
Yes, she's in my class, like in my school.
Really?
Yes, she's in my class, and she, like, sometimes she answers on questions, but mostly no.
What is she, a shy girl?
No, she's just like away from her computer.
Okay, all right. And I just wonder then why she's taking this class.
Um, you know how where was my difficult? The part
Okay.
where it's like we start to simplify. I don't know what's the square root of 2y. I know what's the square root of negative 16.
Yes, exactly.
What is the square root of 2y.
Okay, Rifa, let me ask you this question, Rifa. Okay. And after that, we will answer this question. Rifa, if a squared is equal to 0, what is a?
0.
Very good. Right? A must be equal to 0. Another question for you, Rifa, again. If a squared plus b squared is equal to 0, what is a and what is b?
Like b 0. Like both of them are 0.
Both of them is a 0. Why? Because a squared is always greater than or equal to 0. B squared is always greater than or equal to 0. If you are adding two non-negative numbers and if their sum is 0, then each number must be equal to 0. Okay, that's an important point. Now here, what we have here, we have something squared, right? That is always greater than or equal to 0. And square root of something also actually should be greater than or equal to 0, because under the square root, we cannot write negative number. So as you have just told me, if we are given two non-negative numbers and their sum is equal to 0, then each one must be equal to 0. Otherwise, their sum is never equal to 0. So that means that x plus 9 squared must be equal to 0. And I'm not saying or, and this 2y minus 16 must be equal to 0. If you solve the first equation, then x must be equal to negative 9. And here that y should be equal to 16 over 2 is equal to 8. That is the only answer. Otherwise, their sum is never equal to 0. Now from here, what is the question? You need to find x plus y. So what is x? Negative 9. And what is y? 8. So their sum equals negative 1. So the answer is negative 1. Rifa, did you
Okay.
understand?
Yes.
Aya Nagizade, did you understand?
Sort of.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I understood. I understood.
If you understood, actually, I will continue from 11 next time. My last question for you, and I will finish the class. Okay, guys, next Friday, you will have test, okay? So that's the last question. Here we have the product x minus a, x minus b, x minus c, dot, dot, dot. It continues here. And here we have x minus z. What is this product equal to?
Like it's equal to x4. X.
It is equal to what? Just tell me the answer.
Okay, 1 minute.
1 minute is too much. Aya Nagizade, can you see the trick here? What is your answer?
I'm thinking about it.
You are thinking. Rifa, how about you?
I'm trying to think.
You are trying to think. Mura Seyzade, how about you?
I'm trying to think.
Okay,
Yes,
guys,
okay.
here the trick is, you know, what do you see here? Here we have the letters in alphabet, right? A, B, C, and the last one is Z, right? So between these numbers, also somewhere do we have also X minus X, right? Because here we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, right? Because before Z also we have W. Before that we have X. Now what is X minus X?
0.
And 0 times anything.
0.
So that thing is equal to 0.
Okay.
Man, tricky question. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for today. Okay, keep practicing the questions. I have already give you this chapter 3 questions. And next time also we will continue solving these problems. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for your patience and time. Have a nice weekend. I will see you. I will meet you next week. Okay. If you have
Thank
any
you,
questions,
mister. Goodbye.
just drop in or
No, mister.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.